What's up, guys? Dylan here. So I just posted another version of this on my personal YouTube channel. I'd appreciate it if you went over there and subscribed and liked the video. There's a link in the description and it would really help me out. This talk is based on a segment in my new program called Masters and Disasters. It's called the 7 Levels of Self-Talk. I'm going to repackage it here for athletes. The first level of self-talk, the lowest level, where there's no energy whatsoever, and I see athletes here all the time, is when they think of their dreams and their goals, they say, it won't matter either way if I do it or not. That's their self-talk. It won't matter either way. They lay around all day. They can't move. You almost have to physically move them, like pick them up and drag them to a workout. Total apathy. They've given up on life. They're like rocks here. They're human rocks. They just don't move unless somebody moves them. It takes tremendous energy to get to them. The second level of self-talk is I can't do it. Now here, I see a lot of athletes, they have a small desire to get better, but as soon as that feeling comes up, something in them says, I can't do it. I can't do it. They have excuses here. I'm too old. I'm too out of shape. I don't have enough connections. It's too late anyways. This is the level of the sloth. Has an idea, starts to move, gets too tired. I said in my original video on this that people here are mentally obese. Mentally, they can't move at all. They get out of breath mentally very easily. Everything exhausts them. Even thinking about their goals exhausts them. They say, I just can't do it. At level 3 self-talk, the athlete says, I just don't want to do it. It's kind of a pouty, moany, it's like a teenage level where you just, I don't want to. I don't want to do it. And a variant of this is I won't do it. There's angry people at this level who say, it's just not fair. The world's not fair. The coach doesn't like me. I just won't do it. They want me to wake up at 5 a.m. I'm not going to do that. And then the sister to this is, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do these things. Why do you have to do it? It's not worth it. I don't want to do it. Okay, so it's kind of like you're either angry at this level or you're just kind of like, I don't wanna, right? The fourth level is where athletes start to say to themselves, I have to do it. I have to do it. It's my responsibility to improve my game. They don't love what they do, but they like being on the team. They like to improve. When it's time to work out, they say, I have to go to the gym. When you ask them why they have to go to the gym, they don't really know. They just have to do it. They just have to work out. They have to play. There's no passion there. They're kind of just like workers going to a coal mine. You get around them and it's like, yeah, they're at the gym every day, but there's no joy. There's no evanescence. They're just there. The fifth level, and every level you go up, there's slightly more energy. At the fifth level, you start to say, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to be here. You're quiet. You're hardworking. There's joy in what you do. You're not excellent, but you really put in good effort. You have goals. You don't really have a vision. You just have these goals, and going after these goals, typically kind of small, make you happy. But this is an enormous amount more energy compared to the previous levels. You understand that you have freedom of choice here. No one's making you go work out. You don't really have to do it. And because you know you're choosing to go work out to improve your game, there's more joy here. There's joy in freedom. You're not angry at society. You like the fact that other people have talent, and you say, I want to see how I compare to them. So at this level, you're above average. The I have to do it level is kind of an average level. Here, you're actually above average, and you're saying, I want to do it. I want to see what I'm made of. I want to explore my potential. But when you get to the 6th level, you start saying to yourself, I'm incredibly exhilarated to do this. At this level, there's tremendous energy, and you have goals that help you achieve your small objectives, but you also have this megaton vision, this extreme vision. And here, you're not just above average, you're starting to become rare. Above average is what, like 10% of the population is probably above average, right? Something like that. Here, you're in that 1%, right? You are going above and beyond. You have tons of energy. You never get tired. You want to work out. You're excited that you get to work out, and you just keep going after this vision. It pulls you forward. Your vision dwarfs your goals. The analogy I use, I like using Elon Musk, not because I'm a huge fan, but it's so symbolic that he wants to go to Mars. Mars is what's your Mars? Is the question I always ask. What's that vision that will drive you day and night? That's what you start to feel at the 6th level of self-talk, when you start to say, not only do I want to, I'm effing exhilarated to do this. This is why I'm on Earth. Okay, at level 5, when you say I want to, you start to get a sense that maybe God put you on Earth for a reason. At level 6, you know you are on Earth for a specific reason, okay? At level 7, you start to say, I am moved. This is the highest level. This is when you, your will, and the spirit of the world, your unconscious, your subconscious, all of those combined, let's say, come together. You feel like something's powering you and something's taking over your life. You've probably felt this in the zone where there has been this almost extra partner in what you do. Sometimes you get in that zone when you're working out. Well, here, you know you have destiny and you know what it is, and you know you're aided and assisted. I talk about it in the original video that oftentimes in mythology, the winds show up to assist you. The winds are invisible, you can't see them, but you feel them. Okay, so you start to get this sensation that I am moved. Now here, that's not something you really say to yourself. It's not self-talk, but it comes through you. A voice, so to speak, comes through you. You say, I am moved by a higher power. And it feels like when you're here, you get a lot of synchronicities and coincidences. The people you need, the workouts you need, the YouTube video you need shows up, right? I just had a guy the other day leave a comment and said, so weird. I watched your video. It's exactly what I needed. I went out and dominated, right? It just, as you get closer and closer, if you stay at level 6 where you're exhilarated about what you do, you're constantly saying, I'm exhilarated to work out. I'm exhilarated to get better. I'm exhilarated to fail and then improve. You start to slip into 7. The gods of the sport start to notice you and start to help you out, let's say. Okay? This is volcanic energy. I like to say the mind's so powerful at level 7, it's like the psychic Amazon.com, and you have one thought buying power. You have a thought and it just appears, right? Enormous amounts of energy here. So just to recap, level 1 is 0 energy. You say to yourself, it won't matter what I do. It doesn't matter either way. Level 2 is I can't do it. There's a little bit of energy here, but you just snuff it out. Level 3, there's slightly more energy here. You want to do it. You know it matters. You know you can do it, but you just don't want to do it. Or you're kind of anti-authority and you just won't do it. They're not going to make me do that. It should just be handed to me. Level 4 is that workman attitude of I have to do it. And you're doing it more out of fear that I should do it and I don't want to get left behind because I kind of like being around the sport, but there's no joy there. Level 5 is the first inkling of real power where you say, I want to do this. I want to do this, right? Level 6 is that truly rare state where you start saying, I am exhilarated to do this. And that starts to lead you to level 7, the level of pure genius, of mastery, where you feel like you are moved by enormous energies. And as you go through this, you also start to get a sense of why you're on Earth, what your destiny is. And you start to move through these levels just by monitoring your language. Catch yourself saying, I have to go to work out. Catch yourself saying, I can't do it. I won't do it. I don't want to do it. And shift up to, I want to. I'm exhilarated. And finally, you'll start to have that feeling that you're moved by an external force. Hey guys, make sure you go to BasketballBrain.com. Right now it's $19.95 per year. And go to JumpBible.com to get my brand new Shooting 4 program. You can pre-order it. It's launching September 1st. Peace. Growing up, I was always interested in the mental game. After years of study, I developed the Basketball Brain program. My life is devoted to helping others achieve their greatness. I hope you'll like, subscribe, and if you take a chance with the Basketball Brain program, I promise you your game's going to reach levels that you never thought possible.